Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you my Lucky 15 selections for tomorrow's horse racing action here in the UK. Just a quick recap on today's selections and how they ran. Not bad day. We had one winner, which was in the last at Seville, which was the Nicky Henderson horse. That was Royal Ruby. It came in at 5-2. Quite a good performance in the end, because when it was coming towards the home turn, that horse, he was really under pressure and being ridden along by Nico de Boinville. And this horse looked like it was going to finish about 4th or 5th, but great ride by Nico de Boinville. He absolutely got the horse to focus and concentrate, and it managed to pick up the other horses, and it passed them and won quite nicely in the end. It had a good gallop going on towards the last couple of furlongs, so that's definitely a horse to look out for the future. Also, we did have one place, which was with Derek de Anjou. Not bad performance by him. He did look pretty good a lot of the way round. He came second and was beaten by a little bit of a way, but it all looked good when he was just about to come into the home turn. But he was just looking out of steam, and you could tell that the jockey, Keelan Woods, like as he was going round, that he needed to keep reminding the horse now and again, just little reminders, just to keep his attention going. But the horse ran not a bad race, and that's definitely another horse to keep an eye on for future. The other horses that ran today were Hexham, which was the Bishop. Pretty disappointing performance by the Bishop. I thought it might run a good race, but the market went against it in the end. I think when I quoted it last night, it was 7-1. It ended up going off at 10-1, so that wasn't a great run. We also did, though, have a good performance in one of the horses, the other horse we chose, which was called She Needed the Run, which was ridden by Tom Scudamore. It looked like it was going not too badly round Seville, and he did get a bit detached. It looked like coming down the home straight, but he managed to stay on really well, and the winners of that race were finishing really quickly. So the way that this horse ran, it looked like it's definitely another one for the future. So the selections weren't bad today, but unfortunately we just couldn't get that double that we really want on the channel. But hopefully tomorrow that'll come good for us, because tomorrow I'm actually going to just be doing a normal Lucky 15, no each way, because there's only one jumps fixture tomorrow in the UK, and that's going to be at Sedgefield. All the others are on the all-weather. I wouldn't mind maybe making all-weather selections, but I'm still really not comfortable, and I'm more comfortable with my jumps knowledge and that. But yeah, as we got the flat season kicking off this weekend, that is something I will definitely be looking into more, and hopefully we might go down the flat route again soon. But yeah, so these are going to be my predictions for tomorrow at Sedgefield in my normal Lucky 15. So here we go. Our first pick tomorrow runs in the 2:10 at Sedgefield, and this horse is called Darsi Dancer. This horse, Darsi Dancer, is currently 5-1 in the market and is trained by father and son, Sam and Stuart Coulthard. This horse on its last run came third, which was at Hexham. It only just got beaten by 1.5 lengths, so it ran a really good performance. It's still on a really good handy mark. And looking at the other horses on the race, it looks, there's a couple of horses that are vying really to win the race, it looks like, but I've got a feeling that Darsi Dancer will prevail, and 5-1 isn't a bad price for it at the moment. And I have noticed as well that a lot of the national pundits have tipped this horse, so it's best to probably take that price now before it shortens. So that's our first pick, Darsi Dancer, in the first pick of our Lucky 15. Our second pick in our Lucky 15 is in the 2:40 at Sedgefield, and the horse is called Little Miss Poet. This is trained by Philip Hobbs, and will be ridden by the champion jockey, that is Dickie Johnson. Phil Hobbs has brought this horse up to Sedgefield, which is quite a big trek for him, as I think Phil Hobbs is actually based down somewhere. Yeah, that's right, he's based in Somerset, so That's a big journey up there to Sedgefield, and it's going to be Richard Johnson's only ride of the day. He normally tends to ride at the southern tracks, but as this is the only jumps meeting tomorrow, Phil Hobbs must fancy this horse. It's currently 11 to 10 in the market, and last time it ran, it went off at a really short price. It was actually 1 to 10 when it went off, and it only just got beaten in that race at Exeter. But if you look at the competition tomorrow, this horse has definitely got to be in class above the others. And I don't think Phil Hobbs would have bothered bringing this horse all the way to Sedgefield if he didn't really think it had a really good chance of winning. So yeah, that's my selection in that race tomorrow, because it seems pretty obvious that horse is going to be there or thereabouts tomorrow and should be winning this on paper, especially if he was a 1 to 10 favourite last time, and the other horses in that race don't look amazing. So I would take that price again now, because I reckon overnight and in the morning that price might end up going well past evens and be even shorter than that. So yeah, 11 to 10, I would take that price now. Our third pick in our Lucky 15 tomorrow is a horse called Urban Gale, who's trained by Joanne Foster and will be ridden by Henry Brook. Henry Brook had a nice winner today at Hexham. He's not a bad jockey. This horse is a bit of a veteran, but it is a course and distance winner Sedgefield, and is still off a handy mark. He's off a really low mark considering what he's raced under before. He's off a mark of 83, and he's been off marks in the low 100s before, so his mark has been tumbling down for quite a long time. This horse ran second on its last run, Savile, which was behind a horse called Riddlestown, who won then, and he's also followed up today with a win which came in at 12 to 1 at Savile. So if you back that, that was a good win today. So yeah, so the form you would say might look pretty good with this Urban Gale, and again on paper the other form of the other horses doesn't seem amazing, so I think at 8 to 1 this horse is currently at the moment. He's definitely worth a good punt to be there or thereabouts tomorrow, so if he comes in that will be a good price. So yeah, that's who we're backing as our third pick tomorrow in our Lucky 15. Our last pick in our Lucky 15 tomorrow is called Clockdeloust, which is a Brian Ellison horse and will be ridden by Danny Cook. We really like Danny Cook on the channel here because he gave us our first winner last week since we've been doing these vlogs. He's also really consistent as well, gets the most out of his horses, and I think this horse tomorrow's got a great chance of winning. He's currently 2 to 1 in the market, but his main rival in the race is going to be a horse called Mr. Clarkson, which has won at Sedgefield in 2 starts back, but then the horse was slightly upped in trip and it didn't really fare well. I think it came 8th out of about 14th, Mr. Clarkson, and the horse again is going to be trying that trip tomorrow, and this horse, Clockdeloust, is receiving nearly a stone in weight tomorrow from Mr. Clarkson, so I definitely think this horse is definitely worth a good shout, because this horse has been really consistent. Clockdeloust, he's always there or thereabout in the places. I think he might have won his last start as well, so yeah, so this really looks like another obvious chance of being there or thereabouts tomorrow, and hopefully he'll win that for us at 2 to 1. So I'll definitely take that price now, because a lot of the pundits have tipped this horse, and it's only probably going to get shorter in the betting. So yeah, take that price now. Anyway, if you think I'm absolutely barking up the wrong tree with these predictions, or have any predictions of your own tomorrow, leave some comments in the comments boxes below. If you want me to do some all-weather and flat racing predictions in the next few days, also leave those comments in the comments box below. Gamble responsibly, and I'll see you soon.